Cheers, everybody! Welcome to another episode of Cocktail Fridays with Bourbon and Booze, Cody and I. And we're going to try, I guess, a gambit, a group, a bunch, several.
A gambit, I thought, was when you sacrifice the small thing.
Sacrifice.
That just made it worse, man.
Yeah, we're going to do a series of different variations of the old-fashioned. Okay. So, lead us on, Cody.
Well, we're going to start with the one that we have on a sign over there.
The classic.
I would assume so.
Yes.
Probably the simplest, easiest classic, not the classic where you would get all fancy with it.
Yeah, something that you could easily do.
Easily at home.
Easily at home. And
so it's just, from what I've read, it's about muddling a sugar cube. Which I'm assuming you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're using white sugar. You could use the raw sugar cubes. So you're just going to take a sugar cube, put it in there, and scrunch it up.
Yep. And then it says to do a couple dashes of bitters. This one's yours, so what do you want? Do you want the Christmas in a bottle and
okay, so we have two different kinds. We have the Fee Brothers Old-Fashioned Aromatic Bitters, and we'll use that one. And I always say this word.
That was mentioned in a recipe, but I don't care for that one.
The Angostura Aromatic Bitters. So we'll do the Fee Brothers.
Maybe it's this one I don't care for. They both smell like Christmas in a bottle.
Yeah, you're just not a bitters person. So a couple heavy dashes of bitters.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
And then 2 ounces rye.
2 ounces rye. We're using the Old Forester rye. I can smell that. It just smells wonderful.
And we'll give this just a little
stir.
Probably should have put it in a shaker, but anyway.
Okay.
You're gonna end up having a little bit of
you don't need it in a shaker.
Clumps in the bottom there. I'll let you deal with that one.
It'll slowly dissolve with the alcohol. And then you can just swirl it in your glass. An old-fashioned is something you don't necessarily just drink really quickly.
And then ice.
How much? Just a couple?
I would say fill to your desire. It's yours.
I like it just to be slightly cool. And these were chilled glasses. And then, are we any type of orange or anything?
Nope. And then you garnish with an orange. And we had professional help this time.
Meaning your mother?
Yep. Because someone was terrible at it.
Yeah. That's a really big orange, by the way.
Nah. You just have small hands. Avalanche.
Whew. Just lost the mic, so have you heard that?
Oh, they heard that. Do it on your...
Up here? Okay. Back into action. Tastes really good. I'm going to ditch the orange on this. It's a little bit too big. I like it. It's got that peppery spiciness of the rye with a little bit of that bitter aromatics to it, and not too sweet.
No, because half of it hasn't dissolved yet.
Yeah. Okay, what's the next one?
So the next one, when I was Googling a recipe and trying to make sure I knew the proper way of doing it and probably forgot half of what I learned, it said that uncommonly you can do it with brandy.
Okay, so we're using Don Pedro.
Don Pedro, because I'm pretty sure this may be the only brandy we have in here that is a regular brandy.
Well, we have homemade pear brandy.
Nope, that's at my house.
No, I have 2 bottles. But we're going to do the Don Pedro.
Oh. And so then...
The homemade pear brandy is going to put hair all over your body. It's that strong. So I've actually never seen anybody make an old-fashioned with a shaker. They always do it this way.
Oh. But I've also never heard of it happening with a brandy, so I'm interested.
True.
Wish we had a little bit rounder of a bottom of glasses to make it easier. These are kind of square. So we'll do them.
Now you want to use the Anagostic or the Fee Brothers again?
Let's go with the Anagostic.
The Anagostic?
I guess this is the one that I don't hate the most.
Now we're not going to do a smoked, right?
No, we gotta...
We're still learning that
See
whole
if we
process.
If we're doing it wrong or if we just don't like it. And so we'll do 2 ounces of Don Pedro. With essence of rye.
Okay. Now you're a big brandy fan.
I do like brandy.
I'm okay with it, not that great. And I think Don Pedro is a Spanish brandy.
Yes. Maybe.
Well, most brandy is French or Spanish, so I think that's a Spanish one.
This is the Magic Elf bottle.
Okay.
It just appeared here one day.
So brandy, sugar, a couple splashes of bitters. Doing the whole orange thing again.
Yep.
I guess you're using the same orange.
Might as well.
Let's cut it in half, yeah.
I'm just gonna go.
Now the bitter's already a little bit orange.
Yeah.
Don't put too much in there.
Gotta be, you know, a disaster every time we do cocktail hour. Ice.
Ice.
Where's that rag?
I like doing the ice because I get the first taste. Ooh, much bolder.
This is a bold brandy. I would much prefer to do something maybe like a Torres or...
Now, this is really hard to discern the difference because you're using a different bitters.
Plus a
the
squeezed
brandy
orange in
and
there.
more orange. But that's pretty darn good.
I would go with this one. I also made sure the sugar was nice and dissolved, so it's a lot sweeter.
Yeah. Okay. I like that one. Here, let's put it. Brandy there. And we got one more.
Oh yeah, that's
So,
good.
So far the brandy's got the level up. Okay. I'm betting this one might be better.
Probably.
This is a bourbon and booze twist. You know, there's always got to be a twist. Go ahead.
That's probably the twist, though. This one was more just like, we have orange cello. What we can do with that?
Yeah, if you didn't watch Monday's episode of Orange Cello, and we like to use limoncello and stuff, and we discussed maybe coming up with a cocktail with orange cello, and this is what we came up with. So.
And we knew there was orange garnish on an old fashioned, so the same thing is to just shove it directly into the drink.
Yes.
And
Okay.
we're just gonna nix the sugar.
Yeah, nix the sugar. So, and probably the bitters. Are we gonna nix the bitters? Yeah, we probably should do a couple dashes.
Yeah, because otherwise we're just completely throwing the old-fashioned
Right.
thing out, and we're making it
Okay.
orange rye.
So 2 ounces of Old Forester rye.
Yep.
Pretty sure when we get off camera, he's gonna do one with the brandy and orange jello.
I might add rye to it to make it taste good.
Yeah, he adds rye to everything.
It makes everything
Okay, so
better.
how much orange jello are you gonna do? Just a
Don't
half ounce?
know.
I'd say a half ounce.
Yeah, probably.
And then back to the Fee Brothers or Anagostic?
I think Anagostic.
Angostura.
Whatever that is. That one. Zoom in.
And then ice.
Yep.
So the difference is orange jello, no sugar.
Then give it a stir. Garnish? No. We're terrible at garnishes.
It's horrible. We'll see you next time, folks. That's really good.
It already smells delicious. Probably not an old fashioned in any way and form. It's just a rye.
Right.
You know how you have like orange juice and champagne or a screwdriver? This is just taking that to an extreme, and it's half mostly rye, orange flavoring, and alcohol.
That rye and that orange cello, a little bit of bitters and ice. Of the three, that's my favorite. I think I like the brandy second, and the classic is the third best.
So 2 old fashions and a professional screwdriver.
Okay. No vodka though. It's a bourbon and booze old fashioned.
Yeah.
Tell us if you've had any other old fashions besides the smoke. That's one we're still working on. What other recipes you might use? Are there different bitters that you might want to try other than these two? I think a jalapeno bitters, a little spiciness to it would be good. So I want to try that, or a cayenne bitters or something, because they literally have dozens of different styles of bitters. So let us know what you think about that. Is an old fashioned something you'd rather have just as a classic?
Well, I mean, that is an old fashioned. This is a variant that is probably from one article I was reading, and then this is just way over there.
We chose to use rye in our old fashioned, not regular bourbon, so there's also that option too. But tell us what you think. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Check out Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and merchandise. And yeah.
I said that one was yours.
Cheers.
Yeah. Fine. Cheers.